Yes.
Perfect. So in the last two demo session, and this is our third day of our demo sessions, right? So today we'll understand what are the things we cover in the Excel, and we'll understand how to calculate the descriptive statistics, that is of which comes under the statistics part, right? So now suppose I'll write sales, okay? In this column, I'll write some random value called as sales, and I'll write a monthly sales. Suppose imagine this is the sales of the Jan to August, okay? Okay, this is a random data. Okay. Now I have written in the A column sales as a column heading, and I have some of the seven values 45, 52, 36, 23, 45, and 25, and 36 respectively. So now the thing is, I have to calculate the descriptive statistics. How do we calculate it? So here in the data tab, okay, so there will be Naveen wants to request, okay. Naveen, you'll be provided the recorded sessions to your drive access actually by the Durga soft. You can access over there. Is it fine? Naveen Kumar, are you there? Naveen, Atul,
Yeah, ma'am.
yeah. Atul, I think this is your first day of demo session, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have your quick introduction, Atul?
Yeah, ma'am. Myself Atul, and I have experience in manual testing
Okay.
in 7 years, and currently I'm working in Wipro,
Mhm.
and just I'm trying to switch my career to manual testing to data analyst. So that's why I joined here.
Okay, perfect, perfect, Atul. Thank you so much. And we have Monica. Hi, Monica. Monica, is it audible? Naveen? Okay, fine. So here we are supposed to achieve with the descriptive statistics. So what is descriptive statistic? We have to understand. Descriptive, the word says dealing with the past data, historical data, and the calculation of central tendency. It is of mean, mode, median that all concretes and comes together under the descriptive statistics, right? So how to calculate that? Here we have the ribbon, data ribbon. So here data analysis toolpack I have. So if you don't have the data analytics toolpack, just right click and customize your ribbon. Okay, customize the ribbon. So here add in, click on add in, and here the name, under the name we have active applications add-in. So there are many kinds of active applications add-in. So here analysis toolpack, just select on that, and after selecting we have manage, that is Excel add-in, com add-in, action add-in, XML, and also disable item. So use by default it will be an Excel, but you have to use whenever you use the data analysis Excel add-in only, and click on go. So once you click on go, as if I'm already selected, it was showing selected. If the checkbox is not selected, please enable this checkbox. Which one? The first one, analysis toolpack, and click on OK. Once you click on OK, if it is not there, so it will be reflected. One more time, I'll just remove and I'll show you the things how to do. So in the data tab, right click on the ribbon anywhere. Okay, and here manage Excel add-ins, we have to give it. It's loading for me. Just wait for it up here. My screen is visible to you, all right?
Yeah, your screen is visible, but the ribbon is not visible, but only screen is visible.
In the sense, you are not able to see the Excel.
Yes.
Others also same.
Able to see Excel.
So did
Okay,
you
I
click
think
on the data also? Data, did you click data? All those things you have did, right?
yeah.
Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So see now in the data tab, I don't have data analysis toolpack. So what is the use of data analysis toolpack? All the statisticals formula, it is already predefined and pre-stored inside the data analysis toolpack. So how I can enable it? There are two ways. One, you can enable that with a file. Okay. In the file, just click on options. In the options, we have an add-ins. Click on add-in. And again, in the add-in, we have the first one, or else you can choose analysis toolpack inactive, as it is inactive. So the first one will be selecting, and here the again Excel add-in. So what I have to select, I want like analysis of what I want, data analysis toolpack. Just enable that, and here the manage Excel add-ins give, and click on go. And here add-in options, what all you want, it asks you. As of now, I want only the data analysis. So what I'll do, I'll select this and I'll give OK. So now you can see it has been appeared. Open that. So what are the things you have to learn here? So we have to learn ANOVA. ANOVA is one of the statistical testing which help us to know the difference between the two variables. And it has like two kinds. One is two-factor with the replication. In the sense, we'll be having two factors with the variable replications, but also ANOVA has a two-factor without replication. And we have a correlation and coefficient, right? So the correlation and coefficient is also used to know the difference between the two variables. Whether it is a positive correlation or negative correlation, we'll be calculating with the help of correlation. And the next one, we have descriptive statistics. In this, we'll be performing all the central tendency like highest value, lowest value, and the sales, the total sales, count of sales, average, mean, mode, median. Everything can be calculated with the help of descriptive statistics for the column. Okay. So, and the next one, we have exponential, F-test, Fourier analysis, histogram, and moving average. So as of now, we are supposed to, calculate the descriptive statistics. So I'll use the descriptive statistics and enter. So now you can see it asked me to select the input range. What is the input range? I have to give the data what I want to calculate. So I'll just select 45 to 36, and that is A2 to 8A, right? And next, the columns. My data doesn't include any header, so I'll just make it as unselect. And then where you have to see the output here. So I'll just give the output range and I'll select some cell inside the sheet. Suppose C1, I'll select. After selecting that, So you have to enable the summary of the statistics where everything can be performed. If want, you can also add like, the kth largest and kth smallest. So these both information already existed in this, but if in case for the study purpose, if you want, you can enable this. So just after filling all the details of the data, which for what you want to calculate the descriptive statistics, once it is done, we have to click on OK. So you can see immediately it has been given us the some value. So see what is mean here? Mean is 37. How do we calculate mean or an average? By adding all the values divided by the number of value, we'll be getting mean or an average value. And then we have a standard error. Okay. And the median. Median is what? Median is something once we calculate, okay, once the data is arranged in an ascending or descending order, the middle value will comes under median. Suppose just take this data, sort it, right? So how many data I have? I have total count of 7. In that 7, what is the middle one? So 3 and 3 is divided. And here we go, 36 is the middle number. What is this median? Median is a repetitive number. Suppose, and also what is mode? Mode is nothing but in the particular data set, the same set of data, how many times it is repeated. So here we have 45 and 36 repeated 2 times, right? But in the output, we got like 45 because the highest one it takes for an output. And the standard deviations we have, what is standard deviation? It is a square root of mean value, okay? So whatever the mean value we have, it studies it. And on the basis of, we have some formula in the statistics with the square root of x into n, something like that. So it will be predefined over here in the standard deviation with the Excel data analysis toolbar. And variance we have kurtosis and skewness, range. Okay, range is what? Range is a difference between minimum and maximum value is called a range. So minimum value is 23 and maximum value is 52. And total of all the value is 262 and the count is of 7. And the same thing, largest and smallest number is nothing but minimum and maximum. These information already exist in the summary statistics. And confidential level we have 9.944. So this is how we can calculate the descriptive statistics to understand the data and its behavior. Any doubts in this? Oh, okay, Monica. So right, so this is how we can use the Excel for many purposes. So nowadays Excel is not like a small tool. It is integrated with all the AIs, all the troubleshooting applications. It has been integrated with it. And also we can use the programming language inside the Python and can write a automation coding with the help of VBA. All these things we have in the Excel, right? In the regular classes, we can take it out over there. So as of now, today we learned how to calculate the descriptive statistics. And like I just wanted to have a discussions. So for the business, how do the data comes in? The business, how do the data comes in? Everyone. So Monica, Durga, Atul, Mohammed, Naveen, Shabrin. So how do the business gets data? So what is data? So data is an information. How do the business get information?
From the customers or clients.
Perfect.
Customer interactions.
Okay. And what are the ways of getting the data? There are many ways. One is the structured, and also some of the thing is in unstructured way, or else they get data from the primary sources and also the secondary sources. And also the data might be qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative in a sense, it doesn't include any numerical terms in it. But quantity, it means like the data will be stored in terms of the types we have to remember, and it is the way of getting the information. I will get told, like for an example, I'll share my page here. Okay, now we are learning how do our business gets data or information. Suppose let us imagine some of the ABC company. Suppose Atul has his own business unit. Okay, so this is business, startup business. Atul will start up a business. It is a new one. Okay. So suppose let us take his manufacturing bicycle and its products. Okay, in every location, in every different location. Let us take like he is working with a 5 different cities in India to achieve the profit. So now, as he is a startup, so how does the data comes to him? Suppose this is a customer. He purchases the bicycle from the startup company. Okay, this is who? This is customer. This is customer. During the process of purchasing, every information will be collected by the one second. Let me draw first. So see here, so this is customer. So during the purchase, you might be purchasing anything, bicycle or else some of the accessories from the business entity. And here, while during the purchase, so that company will ask customer to provide his all details, like from it starts with the signing and or it starts with the page visiting and signing and fills all the personal detail, name, age, date of birth, email address, alternative phone number, where are you staying, at what location, at what region, right? And all these information will be filling automatically as a customer. So I want the product from or I want the services from the startup business company, but I'll give all the details as a customer as requested by the organization. And now that the process of collection of information from the customers is known as point of contact or else point of service also you can say. What it is a point of service where every information of the customer will be taken. And once all the informations are taken, so what does the Atul business do? So they will send the customers back by billing. Even billing includes all the information of the organizations. And this is how the data comes into a business. So it is a scenario of the product-based company. If if you are working as a any other particular domain, so you'll be getting different set of data in the different sales. And again, the sources. What are the sources we have? So customer will go after billing. And this is one. This is one of the set. And as he is getting the data, so what he is doing, so he'll be getting daily 10,000 or else monthly 10,000 data. So he is inculcating. So now he wants to store the data. How do we store? Every business entity as a startup, they store their data in the file system. What is file system? With the help of Excel, right? With the help of Excel, Google Sheet, every new startup business will store their information. So here also, Atul has been storing his information in an Excel worksheet and with the separate folders. So suppose he makes a rule that CSV file must have consist of only the sales data. And Excel data, I need Excel data only to mention the expenses caused by the business. Okay. And the Google Sheet can be used to track the customer's behavior and also the to perform the number of things over there. So this is the one we have. So the first one sales, and the second one for purchase, and the third one for return value. Okay, the return value. And fourth one is something. So what is these boxes are? These boxes are data marts. So you have to understand the terminologies over here. What are these? Here, what I'm doing, I'm storing the data on the basis of its category. Sales customer table. So customer details is one table, and sales is one table, and also returns is one table, and purchase is one table. So this is how I have created a different file systems and also the files or a folder which is in the local laptop. Okay, so now what happens, the business size will grow on, and Atul thinks that to upgrade on his data security and data storage, what he'll prefer, he'll be preferring it in a what if I store on premises data into a cloud environment. Okay, so this is of on premises. All these are on premises. On premises. Okay. So, data warehouse. Yeah. Hello. This is a cloud environment and this is on premises. The process of migrating our data from data on premises data, which is stored in the file system, to the cloud environment. Okay, here what the data engineer will do, he'll be dumping all the files, whatever I get from the on premises. This is our client. Okay, data engineer, what does he do? Okay, he'll accept the client that is of startup business, and again he'll be checking with the data. The first part, he'll review the data, and then he'll be doing the direct dump in the sense without cleaning anything. So we will be adding that into the data warehouse. So what is this is called data dump. It is also known as a staging directory or a staging area. Okay, so here what does he do? He'll be dumping all the thing in one file. So this is what here for data warehouse we are using MySQL, and you can see here we have on premises the conversion of the transferring of all the file systems to the cloud environment. It is known as data migration. So I'll write it over here. What it is a data migration. Data okay. So here also, like the process, if you imagine, we know that all the old data has been stored in the file systems. So, but Atul, what does he says? He has his own understanding of where it is the data. The disadvantage and advantage of file system and also the cloud environment, cloud premises, we have to understand the basic things. As we know that Atul was saving in sales purchase in a different. Also, if the data engineer will be dumping every data into one single file that is of staging directory, what is the next work he has to do? He has to create a multiple tables according to the requirements of the startup business. So here he'll be like creating few more tables. One is for customer, one is for product, one is of sales, one is for product category and subcategory table, and also the sales. Okay. So these are the tables. The subtables will be created by whom? By the data engineer. How do we clean the data? Like how do we handle the missing data? With the help of Tableau Recorder Builder, so we can use that ETL tool, or else in inbuilt we have in the Python. In the inbuilt we have in the Excel, right? We can use the Power Query for that to clean the data. It acts as a ETL tool. ETL refers to extract, transform, and load. So we can extract the data. In this example, from where we have extracted from the source data, I have been dumped all the values over here. So what happens now? The data engineer, according to the business requirement, the data he'll store from here to the subtables. This is the source data, and these are the active tables what the data analyst and data scientist would use to fetch the information. Now, this particular job role, in the sense, conversion of on-premises data to data warehouses in the cloud environment. This work is performed by the data engineer. Right, this is the data engineer. Once he divides and cleans all the data, he's not handling any missing value or nothing he does. But data engineer will create a rule for the data type, what particular column has to be stored inside it. That rule will be fixed out for this client, and whenever the client uses this application, it will be worked on the basis of that. Data strings, whatever we give the column condition, that will be opted. And after this, it comes to data engineer and also the data scientist. So the first layer of cleaning will be done with the data engineer. Once it is done, so here we have the data analyst and also the data scientist. So what does they do? So here data analyst will be performing the descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics or analytics. Okay, this can be done with the things. Here, what does they do? They'll create a visualizations, right? They create a visualizations, they create a insights, right? And again, they may create a minimum and optimization skill sets out of the data what they have done with the researchers. So data engineer, we got to know how they work. They'll be working on the data with the ETL process. So they'll be fixing some of the rules and regulations for the column headings, where whenever we store the data, if I'm not adding the relevant data in it, so it will show me an error. This is how it works. And similarly, we have the data analyst. So data analyst is a person who will be creating the insights from the raw data. So these are all the raw data. So in that, they'll perform a few more in-depth cleaning and again prepares the dashboards from it. Okay. So who are they? They are the data analyst. Once the data analyst and data scientist, the difference between them is They will be performing the different roles, and here the data scientist will perform with the different roles, but roles and responsibilities remain same. Okay, so here more data scientists will be using algorithms and machine learning, and whereas in the data analytics there is less machine learning and also the algorithms. Right, this is how the data flows to the business. And any doubts in this? These are the tools used by the data scientists. And any doubts in this?
No.
Okay, perfect then. So Atul, Durga, Mohammed, Monica, Naveen, Shakri. Any doubts?
No.
How the data will flows to the organizations. It might be in the form of, structured one, it might be unstructured data. Whatever it might be, the first initial stage of cleaning and storing the data will be done with the data engineer, okay? Data analysts and scientists will use the whatever the clean data by the data engineer only for the better reading and better understanding of the data warehouse. So the data warehouse may different. So here we are using MySQL, and also if you want to use another databases, also you can use as a warehouse. Okay, then any doubts? So basically, we'll end up with the, again, I'll give you a few more information. The classes will be from 6:30 to 7:30, or it might extend to till 8. And the interview questions on the particular topics will be provided to you during the classes. You have to make a note of it and you have to prepare. And also will be helping you with the resume building. Okay, whether it is a fresher or experienced one, we can help you out with that resume preparations to add on in your resume with the new skill you are gaining, that is of data analyst, right? And yeah, this is from my side. So if you have any questions, you can ask me right now. So wishes, yeah, any doubts? Atul, Mama, Shabdeen, Monica, Durga.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, just I want to know like how much coding required for data analyst.
Right, coding is very important. So here, query language will be studying with the SQL. So the query, writing of the query, how to practice more. And also, the Python also, like you see, the day one, it will be very difficult for non-IT background, and day two, little difficult, and day three, you'll be proficient with using the same kind of codes, right? So here, intermediate, in the sense the Python will be learning entire libraries, and I can rate it as intermediate level of coding knowledge, and the Python is sufficient.
Okay. So it is required for the OOPS knowledge also for this one, working only
Uh,
for Python.
yes, it's required.
OOPS also.
And this is the basic level of OOPS.
Okay, basic level. Okay.
Okay, fine then, Naveen. So I'll ask the team to share you the recordings. Even they have been recording. The recording is started, you can see. If you just provide your email address to Durga Soft team, they'll provide you an recordings of today. So you can access anytime. It is a free of cost. they'll provide you in the drive link access. Is
And
it fine?
when will be the actual class will be started?
So from the Monday, we can start with the actual classes. So you can start
Okay.
registering, yeah, for the courses.
Okay.
So yeah, so you can start register, and from Monday we can start with the sessions, live classes. So yep, thank you so much. We'll connect tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. So what is data analytics? Usually data is what? Data is a information. Information, and it is a knowledge for the organization or a business. So by the help of data, what they do, so they create some insights, and they want, like, they'll be having some business questions. So through the data, through the previous data, what we will do, we will be analyzing the things. So how do we analyze? With the various tools and technology, we will be analyzing and finding the solutions for the problem. So the entire process is known as data analytics, in the sense the conversion of raw data into meaningful insights by using various tools and technology like Excel, SQL, Power BI, and also the advanced Excel, the spreadsheet. So we can use it to create an interactive dashboard and to create a insights. So overall things works with data analytics. So basically, what is data analytics? Data analytics is a process of converting the raw data into a meaningful insights using the various tools and technologies are known as data analytics, right? So here we have to understand the different terminologies over here. What is data analysis, what is data analytics, and what is data analyst? So now data analysis is a process of examining, in the sense exploring the data set what we are dealing with. The process of understanding the data is known as data analysis. Data analytics is nothing but it is a technique where we will understand the data and we will create the insights by using the various tools and technologies with the descriptive and diagnostic analytics, right? So similar way, we have a data analyst. Who is data analyst? The person who performs data analysis and also the data analytics is known as data analyst. So we understood what is data analysis. Data analysis is the process of examining the data, in the sense understanding the data. Whereas data analytics means we are converting all the raw data into a meaningful insights, right? So meaningful insights with the help of various tools and technologies. What are the tools and technologies we are learning over here in this curriculum? So we will be learning here the spreadsheet, advanced Excel, right? So, and we are learning the programming language Python, programming language MySQL, and also the visualization tool Power BI we are learning, and the cloud services, that is AWS, cloud platform, the cloud service provider for analytics we are learning. These five, along with that, the complementary one is ChatGPT and also the source control system, that is a Git we are learning, right? So all these tools helps us to create an insights over the data. Okay, so both the things, if the combination of data analysis and analytics helps us to the profession called data analyst. So data analyst is a person who performs the analysis and analytics, right? So this is the thing. And what are the applications we have where all the data has been spread out? In the sense, it has been spread out with the healthcare sector, financial sectors, retail, telecom, also the government sectors they use, and the small scale business and all IT software companies. Everywhere the data applications are booming on, right? So these are the applications of data analytics. We have to understand what is the difference between data analyst, scientist, and also the data engineer. There are three domains with the data. One is data engineer, data scientist, and data analytics.
So when we come for a job opportunity in the real time, so out of 100, 20%, 5% of opportunity will be there for data engineer, and the 5% of opportunity will be there for data scientist, and overall 80%, right? 80% of job opportunity or 85% of job opportunity will get for data analyst or business analyst. So here, what is the difference between data scientist, engineer, and analyst? So we have to understand this one. So data analyst, we know that he's a person who will be cleaning the data, who will be handling all the missing value. He cleans the data and he manipulates the data and he provides an insights and creates a creative interactive dashboard. So this is the roles and responsibilities of data analyst, whereas data scientist, so here the difference between them is like the tools, the usage of the tools are different. Here the scientist will be using the AI, that is of artificial intelligence and machine learning tools more to create an algorithms and throughout the data and to do the predictive analysis. The data scientist, the roles and responsibilities include with in the sense, data scientist is a person who converts the raw data into a meaningful insights by various tools and technologies like machine learning, like TensorFlow, okay, and also algorithms he'll be creating to understand the trends and patterns of the particular variable in a depth way. Okay, this helps us to make a decisions. That is the responsibilities of scientist. And whereas engineer, so what does he do? He will be dumping all the data into a staging directory. Once the source data got from the client, he'll be adding to the cloud server. It might be if there is a cloud server that is of AWS that she will take as an example. So S3 bucket, so it is a storage where we can store all the file systems. And also there is a Redshift, which acts as a database, relational database management systems where we can add and dump all the data where what we are having from the business, right? So what he does, so he'll be dumping it into the cloud service and he'll create some layers. So layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 according to the business requirement, and he'll start cleaning the data. Okay, so with the help of ETL tools, we have Tableau Prep Builder, and also we have AWS Glue. So it performs like, the extract transform load in the sense ETL tool. ETL refers to extract transform load. With the help of extraction, I'll be extracting the data from the different sources. Once I extract, I'll convert the data into a what do we say, the quality of the data will be improved if I handle all the missing value, inconsistency, and the repetition. If I remove the duplicates, if I remove all the things, the accuracy of the data will be increasing, right? So in the sense, this particular data set data engineer will do the cleaning in the ETL tool where it is called as extract transform load, right? Whatever he loads the data, it will be used by the data scientist and the data analyst for the further analysis for to create an insights. So these are the difference between data analyst, data scientist, and also the data engineer. As we know, like what are the tools we are using as a data analyst? Excel, Power BI, Tableau, along with that Python, and also the SQL is also very important for the data analyst. And when it comes to data scientists, we should be proficient with R language or the Python programming language, anyone with the machine learning tool that is of TensorFlow. And the Jupyter Notebook is an IDE tool where you can write the code and edit the code accordingly. And data engineer, he should be more proficient with SQL, Hadoop, and also Apache Spark. Okay, and the next thing we have to understand what are the types of data analytics we have. So we have descriptive data analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So what is descriptive analytics? Basically, descriptive analytics is a process of the data analyst will be dealing with the past data, in the sense the previous data. How the example of descriptive analytics is like, suppose you are working at the company, right? So they are having some of the old data that is of 5 years ago. So now presently they want the trends to be analyzed with that data. So what do you do? So you will be collecting the data from the previous resources. So how it will helps to you? So to understand the patterns from the old data, so you can fetch the informations, right? So that is how it helps to you to analyze the data. That is of descriptive analytics. What is diagnostic analysis? Once you deal with the historical data, you'll understand why it had happened. If they provided the discounts to the sales of the product, so at that time when we had a discount, the sales was high. So you don't know why did the sales go high and low. So due to the inflations or due to the offers what we give. So all things we have to understand. So how we can understand? By analyzing the historical data and by knowing what exactly the previous work has been done, right? So this is the two types. One is descriptive and diagnostic. These are the two types performed by the data analytics. Okay, data analyst. And the next thing we have, that is a predictive. Predictive, the word says prediction. Prediction the future, predicting the future. Okay, by the analysis, what we make the descriptive and diagnostic, we'll be coming to know that, we can predict the future once we deal with the data. The prediction is done by the machine learning, okay, and also the algorithm. This is performed by the data scientist. And whereas we have prescriptive analytics though, what is prescriptive? Prescriptive is nothing but whatever the predictions we analyze, that will make into an actions. In the sense, we will, if suppose I want to give the profits to the particular products, okay. So I want to make the profits from the particular product, and how can I make it? So I'll be taking an action. So I can give the buy one get one offer. I can reduce the prices of the product, right? So I can go for product analysis, and also we can make the profits. There are many ways like attracting the customers, right? So these are the actions what we take. So the implementations of the action to the particular task is known as prescriptive analysis. So any doubts in this? So Chandan,
No.
I think Durga, we have one more Durga over here. Siddhi. Hi Siddhi.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi Durga. So good morning. So can I have your
Good
quick
morning. Sorry.
can I have your quick introduction?
Yeah, this is Durga. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. So recently graduated and interested in data, learning about data.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So what about Siddhi? Fine. So here we understood the basic terminologies of data, data analytics, and also data analyst. And we got to know what is the difference between data scientist, analyst, and also the data engineer. Also the types of data analytics. We have few more data analytics type like quantitative analytics, qualitative analytics, exploratory data analytics, and also the complementary data analytics. So which helps us to understand the flow of the data. So and these are the types of data analysis. Quantitative refers to dealing with the numerical. Quality in the sense, for example, the interview observations or a feedback what we take, that is a qualitative, which can't be rated in the terms of numbers. And also we have an exploratory data analysis is nothing but we are discovering the patterns through the exploratory analysis. And confirmatory is a statistical term where you have to learn the little statistic terminologies like correlation, regression, hypothesis testing, z-test, chi-square test. All these things are very important to learn for the data analytics. Okay, so and suppose, imagine you are now the data analyst. Okay, so you are into a project. Suppose, let me take a product. You are working as a Amazon employee, and you got like few of the projects to work on with the business requirement. The reason, the scenario will be, so it is a product based company, the Amazon. So you have a data set of the records 50,000 to 70,000. Okay, and now the data includes all the product information, customer information, and also the territory and the region information with the profits details. All these informations you have. And the thing is, when compared to the 2023 sales and 2024 and 2021, like 21, 22, and 23, 24, 4 years sales, we have gradual decrease in it. Okay, just imagine 21, okay, compared to 21, 22 is decreased with the sales. Compared to 22, 23 is decreased with the sales. And compared to 23, 24 will be the decrease in the sales. So gradually it has been decreasing. We got to know that the company is reducing its sales and their customers are like diverting. Maybe the competitive markets we have like Flipkart, Mantra, all the things. So Amazon, you are a data analyst for Amazon. So now how do you start working to solve the problem? Right? So everyone, please do interact. How do you solve the problem to help your business? Okay, I have a speaker issue. No worries, Siddhi. Thank you. So how do you solve? One more time, the scenario would be, so you are working under the client with Amazon. You have a business data that includes all the sales information about the product, customer information, product category, product subcategory, and also some demographic like age of the customer, their home type, all the personal details of the customers also you will be having. So now, compared to 2021, you have a separate file, 2022, 2023, 2024. You have a 4 separate sheets. Every year sales are been decreasing. So you want to find the reason for that. So how do you start working with? What are the steps you take as a data analyst to overcome this problem?
We will analyze the data, comparing all the sheets. We will check what happened one by one.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
So each year we will check that where is the decreasing line, everything. Upon deep analysis like that, we will check with the help of the data available.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Initially, the first step, it has to be consist of, plotting the graph. That is also good. So now the thing is, you have to follow some certain steps over here. First, you have to gather the information. So how do you gather? So you have to go to the business. Where you got the requirement. So you have to ask them, I need the sales of the previous years. You have to collect the data. The first step is to collect the information. So how do you collect the information? You may get it from the business only. So in the sense, you'll be gathering all the information. And after gathering the information, what you do, you handle all the missing value. So as it is a raw data, there will be a lot of inconsistency. So it might be in the standardization, it might be in the spelling errors, it might be in the the recording, the way of recording. All these things will be there. So the missing values, there are a number of errors which is present in your Excel sheets. What they provide, like 4 years of sales from the business of Amazon. So you have to handle it. So the first step, you'll be collecting the data. You are gathering the data, and after collecting, you have to clean that data, and later on you have to do exploratory data analysis. What is that EDA? Exploring the data to find the patterns. So in the sense, you are researching with the data for the answers for the business requirement. After that, if you got a the solutions for the particular reason, so the particular questions, what you'll do, so you will add that into a algorithms, so that is done by the data scientist. You no need to worry. So once it is done, you have to create an interactive dashboard with your observations what you made, right? So this is how the day-to-day roles and responsibilities of a customer, or this is an example of customer chunk analysis. The similar way, example of Amazon also we can take. The roles and responsibility of data analyst works in this way. First, the data collection. After the collecting the data, we have to clean the data. After cleaning, we will be adding that into an EDE tool. That is of data analysis process. We will be EDA, that is exploratory data analysis, will be performed with that particular data. And once it is done, we will be doing some predictions, and the data is ready to make ready to report, and also the dashboard creation is the last process what we do. So these includes the roles and responsibilities of the data analyst. Okay, again, so here we have a data collection, cleaning, analysis, modeling, deploying. So whatever the works we do, we can save it for lifetime in the Git version source control system. And also continuous monitoring and also the optimization is very important, right? Once you done with this analytics course, so what will be you having the career opportunities. You can join as a junior data analyst, business analyst, report analyst, right? So data visualization, marketing research, and financial report. So there are healthcare data analytics as well. So here no need to worry if you are into non-IT or IT domain. So there will be a huge opportunity from both the domains as well, IT and non-IT. Okay, so these are the opportunities you will be having once you're done with the data analytics course. Here, when it comes to the what are the tools we are learning. So the tools we are learning is tools we are learning. The first one is Excel, spreadsheet. The second one, Python language. Third one, we are learning SQL. And fourth one, we are learning AWS analytics. And then we are learning the Power BI. Along with that, Git. So these are the tools we are covering in this particular curriculum. So the duration, when it comes to the duration, so the duration of the course will last for 45 days to 3 days, somewhere here and there. So it comes around 45 to 50 days. And the timings will be morning 6:30 a.m. Recordings will be provided. Okay, so the recordings are available, so they will share you through the drive access. So you can access like from the day 1 to till end. So all the recordings will be available for you in the drive access. Okay, if this will be you have to contact with the Durga's of management. You can have their contact information via website and website, both the things. You can call them, and also you can email them to reach. Okay, so this is the overall thing what we are learning here. So, and in the website we have the syllabus also. So you can check with the syllabus what are the tools we will be learning in Excel, what are the tools we will be learning in Python, what are the tools we will be learning here in SQL, what are the analytical tools here in the AWS, and also the Power BI and Git. So these are things we will be learning over here. So any doubts?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Audible?
Yes, Chandan, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have a concern that, as I say, I'm a BTech pass out from 2015, and
Okay.
I'm pass out from 2015 itself. Okay.
Okay.
So, and this is 25.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a huge year gap.
Mm-hmm.
So, regarding my future, is it suitable for me for the placement or not?
Yeah, very suitable. Like, can I ask about your future, previous experience, in which domain you have been worked on?
No, actually, I have worked uh, in various domain, but in documentation, I have experience about 2 years in BPO sector only, and otherwise, I worked as a telecom engineer and um, many more, but don't have any documentation regarding that.
So you
So,
work as a telemetry engineer, right?
so now I'm a work as a BPO.
Actually, telemetry engineer nowadays they have a huge demand, like Nutanix and so company they have. They are looking for that telemetric engineer with a data analytics skill. So you can go ahead with that experience.
But what about the placement from your side? Many.
Placements, I think from Durgasoft, they only they are with the motto of providing the knowledge. So the placements and all, so I can help you with the resume building at last of the sessions. I can guide you on the resume preparation, and also during the session, we'll be providing all the interview questions and answer and how to narrate the things to the stakeholders. Everything we will be discussing during the session itself.
Okay.
Hi ma'am. What is the roadmap after the data analyst? After data analyst, what we expect the next career option?
Okay, you can update your skills on machine learning and artificial intelligence so that you'll be having an opportunity for data scientist. And as well as if you inculcate with the AWS, Azure, or else GCP, then you can go with the data engineer. So the thing is, the skill set you have to be proficient with to switch to the other domain. So yes, Venkatesh.
Okay. And could you teach the chat GPT also? In your curriculum, it shows.
Yeah, we will be teaching that.
Okay. From your side, the placements are not provided.
Not exactly. So we are like I'll be helping you with the interview questions and also the resume building I'll be doing so that you'll be getting 3 to 4 calls a week or not for a week, for a day. So you can attend randomly an interview. So the skills, whatever we learn here in the classes, so it will be the same thing. You can attend it and crack the interview.
Okay, in 45 days, we'll cover all the syllabus and we all also have the knowledge, gain the knowledge in 45 days.
Yes.
I have one doubt here. In this less span of time, how can we able to cope with all this? Any SQL, and again, it's a big subject, and the Power BI again, it is a subject. So with all these things, how deep we will going? I can understand on that point.
Yes. So see, the SQL, the SQL thing is for the data analytics. So what we have to understand is we should be proficient with writing the queries. Okay, so how to import the data from different sources and how to manipulate it, and with the real-time projects we will be learning over here. Okay, so now, so the thing is, so I'll show you one second. So is my screen is visible?
No,
No, not it.
Okay, is it visible now?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So see, also if you have the curriculum, the things, so you can see all the topics over there. What are we are going to cover? So entire it starts with the basic to advanced. So that's why. So we are here focused completely on the topics what we cover, right? So it includes all the things. So if it comes to the SQL, so we will be learning here from basic, from installation to the project. So here this is the business requirement in the real time. How do we get as a data analyst? Okay, so this is a project where we are learning here the things from initiating the version with the finalizing the views. Okay, so there are 5 to 6 steps. We will understand this by the all the things in depth, right? So here the era designs is a work, so it manufactures the cycles. Okay, so cycle and also the components and accessories. So these are the three products or the three category of the products they manufacture. And now the thing is, so the question, how do we cover all these topics? So we will be not exactly taking an hour of classes. Someday it might be increasing. It depends on the topic what we are dealing for the day. So somehow like we have to be dedicated. So entire day, we have to dedicate for learning like 1.5 hours to 1 to 1.5 hours, so that we can cover all those topics mentioned in the curriculum. So here Durga Soft.
For data analyst, statistics is also important.
Yeah, I'll be taking 1 second on it. Yeah, you can see here the projects what we covered. As soon as the particular domain is completed, so Excel dashboard, for that we'll be creating one project. Okay, so we can take that for that healthcare sector, and then we have a banking projects as well. In the sense, this curriculum has been divided into the 3 phases. One is with the data collection, data preparation, and also the insight generations and the dashboard. So these are the 3 phases what we learn. Okay, in each of the tools, we will learn how to collect the data, how to import the data from different sources. This is very important for data analysis. After that, we will learn how to prepare a data, in the sense handling the missing value, handling the errors, handling all the duplicate values and inconsistency, all the things we can learn in the every tool. Okay. After that, creating an insight. So in what all we can create an insights. Insights is nothing but we can create a visuals over there. So here with the help of Tableau, Power BI, and also the Python and R language. So these are the tools will be helping to create what the graphs over there. So one is with the Metaplot library we can do, and the Seaborn, and here Tableau and also the Power BI. Also we can do with the help of the manually with the spreadsheet Excel. Okay, these all tools can be integrated with the ChatGPT. So I'll show you that as well in the next coming demo sessions. Like from tomorrow, we can start learning with that things. And these are the projects what we are dealing with. So you can read all these things at your spare time. So these are the projects with the aviation domain, e-commerce and energy, HR analytics, banking and finance and healthcare. So these are the things we'll be covering. So when it comes to the tools and technologies, so these are the tools we will be learning. So Excel from basic to advanced. So see, everything has been designed over here. In the sense, each topic we will be learning. Once it is done, so my SQL. So SQL, the syllabus here from the introduction, we are learning the SQL commands. Okay. After that, we are learning here the query language, select, limit, distinct, where or not in, all these things. Okay. And then group by operation with the constant, join, and here the index and view, store procedure, functions, and here the Windows function and also the aggregate functions are very important, and the intersections and join, and error handling and triggers. So these are the things we cover here in this particular curriculum. Okay, and when it comes to the Python, so we have to learn like it in an intermediate level, the Python and the Power BI. So the syllabus we have it over here, you can view it. And this particular, whatever we design, so that will be covered in 45 days to 60 days. Sorry, not 60 days, it's end within the 50 to 55 days.
Will you teach Python from basic or any we have knowledge any basic topics on Python?
Yeah, it starts with installation and the basics of all the things, intermediate level to the creation of visuals and cleaning. So here these libraries are very important to know. So you are not learning entire thing in the Python. So see, so what is the required for us? So we require Python libraries to cleaning, to do the statistical analysis, to do the machine learning, and to do the data frameworks with the help of Python. So data analysts will learn the Python. So what is very much important is to understand the basics as well as the 4 libraries, which is pandas, numpy, matplotlib library and seaborn is very